This is Sarah. She got a lot of money for a flight delay in Canada. This is her story. Sarah's at the airport, excited for her long-awaited vacation, flying from Toronto to Vancouver for a much-needed break. Everything's packed, she's checked in, and she's ready to go. But just as she's about to board, an announcement comes over the intercom. Attention passengers on flight. Her flight is delayed, but not by an hour, not by 2. It's a whopping 3 hours. What Sarah doesn't know yet is that this delay might mean money in her pocket. Yep. Canadian airlines have to compensate passengers like Sarah when flights are delayed or cancelled under certain conditions. At first, Sarah's just frustrated, thinking there's nothing she can do except wait. But then she remembers hearing something about compensation for flight delays. So, what are her options? Well, under Canadian regulations, if the airline causes a 3-hour delay or more, and it's within their control, not a safety issue, they owe you compensation. And since Sarah was notified of the delay less than 14 days before her flight, she's in the clear to make a claim. So how much can Sarah expect? Well, since she's flying with Air Canada, which is a large airline, she can get $400 if she arrives 3 to 6 hours late. If it's 6 to 9 hours, that jumps to $700. And if this delay drags on past 9 hours, Sarah's looking at 1,000 Canadian dollars. Not bad for a little inconvenience, right? Now, here's the sweetest part. If Sarah decides she's had enough and wants to cancel her trip, she still can get that $400 just for the hassle. But what if she had booked her flight with a smaller airline like Porter? Well, don't worry, because those airlines have to pay up too, just on a smaller scale. For example, a 3 to 6 hour delay means she'd get $125. If it stretches to a 6 to 9 hour delay, she'd see $250, and anything over 9 hours, that's $500. So while Sarah waits, she decides to check the fine print. Turns out, the size of the airline is listed in the terms and conditions of her ticket, so it's easy to find out what she's entitled to. And she's got time. Passengers like Sarah have 1 full year to make a claim. Once she does, the airline has 30 days to respond. They either have to send her the payment or explain why they think compensation isn't owed. But here's the thing. Sarah's pretty sure she's going to get that cash. After a little while, the airline reaches out to Sarah with a choice. They offer her monetary compensation, which could be cash, a check, or a bank deposit. But they also offer her travel vouchers. But here's the deal. Those vouchers have to be worth more than the cash option, and they can't expire. Even though the vouchers might sound appealing, Sarah knows she can always opt for cash, and she has to confirm in writing if she chooses the vouchers. So what's the takeaway from Sarah's story? Well, next time you're stuck at the airport, don't just sit there frustrated. Make sure you know your rights. In Canada, airlines owe you for those long delays and cancellations. And like Sarah, you can turn that lost time into a bit of a win. Safe travels, everyone.